Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is the last day of the DCS sale, and of course I felt guilty like I should support my favorite flight sim by buying something. And this is only, what, the fourth sale in 3 months? Anyway, I did pick up the Focke-Wulf 190 D-9, the Dora. And this is the wallpaper you are presented with when you select the wallpaper, and the music in the background. I have to admit, I like it. I like when they, pick something and include music that is not the same as the default music that comes with it. Call me crazy, but, it's the little things, I think, that I appreciate the most when it comes to how I spend my money. So, this is the Focke-Wulf 190 D9 Dora. This is the wallpaper. Let's jump over into instant action and see what they want to give you. So if we go here and we go to the default map, and let me do one more thing. Turn down the music just to be safe. So, instant action, Focke-Wulf 190 D9. Default map, cold start, takeoff, free flight, night free flight, landing, night landing, 1 versus 1 offensive, 1 versus 1 high aspect, and 2 versus 1 air combat maneuvering. Nevada map, 4 missions. Normandy map, 5 missions. Persian Gulf, I am pleasantly surprised that they actually give you, 7 missions? How about that? That's pretty cool. You know what? Let's see if I can actually do anything in this. Now, this is the first time I've booted it up, so it is what it is. I did go in and tweak my settings for my joystick, but that's about it. I felt like I wanted to get something, but there's really no planes left that I don't have or that I want. It looks pretty cool. Very nice cockpit detail. What you would expect from DCS. Let's see if I can actually hit this guy. I think it's really weird when you're on the red side and you're seeing blue stuff. I'm used to being on the blue side, seeing my enemy as red. So it's definitely weird and definitely different. Okay, there he is. He's probably going to hit me before I can hit him, because that's usually what ends up happening when I'm in a prop plane. Not quite used to this gun sight yet either. Well, he didn't hit me, but I didn't hit him either, so that wasn't too bad of a pass. We're a little bit low to the ground here too, so that probably isn't helping much. Come on, 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 come on. He hit me though. There we go. But I hit him as well. I'll take it. And I also seem to think I hit him a little harder than he hit me, because I'm still flying and don't seem to be having any issues. Oh, got me that time. And I'm going down. I have been defeated. That was worth a shot. So that's instant action over the Persian Gulf. Let's take a look at this thing over Normandy. Let's go for dogfight over Normandy, and let's see what that looks like. That loaded surprisingly fast for going from one map to the other. That didn't work out so well. Definitely a little bit unforgiving. And the sight is moving all over the place, too. Okay, he got one of my boys. Come on. Ah, come on. No! Yep. Definitely flying it outside of its envelope. This one looks like it's going to take some getting used to. At a glance, it reminds me of the Spitfire. Oh, two of them. Oh, nice damage model. I couldn't have asked for a better opportunity for the video. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. The glass is all busted up. I don't remember seeing that in the Spitfire or the Mustang. I could be wrong, but I don't remember that. I don't recall seeing glass broken. I know labels are on, guys. When it comes to prop planes, I cannot play without labels at all. It's just, I couldn't do it. I don't know how anybody else does it. Unless they've got perfect eyesight, which I don't. Oh man, look, there's like bullet hole up there. Oh yeah, the guy's behind me too. Not surprised by that. Now, one thing I'll say is this thing seems to take a beating, so that's a plus. And I'm still in the air, and it doesn't feel like I've lost any major performance here. This gun sight bobbing all over the place is not helping me any, though. Nice damage modeling, though. Looks pretty cool. Man, I am chewed up. Look, I got like a hole in the wing. You can see right through it. Pretty cool. And that's something else they're working on too, is the damage modeling in DCS for the World War II planes. That's something that's an ongoing thing from what I understand. From the underside, looks pretty good. Back to instant action. So in Normandy, surprisingly there's no ground attack here though, but yet there is ground attack over the Persian Gulf. Nothing really awesome over in Nevada. The default map, they give you a bunch of missions though, which is rather nice. Let's take a look at missions. So if we pick it from here, once again, 3 missions. They're so generous with the content. Not. Furball, ground attack, ship attack. Let's see what this furball. And it's starting from the ground. Of course it is. I hate starting from the ground. Now it's really weird seeing P-51s in red. So it's Russian P-51s. That's interesting. A lot of planes, clearly. Alright, guys. This thing does have some pretty cool air-to-ground capabilities. I've already smoked a bunch of these guys on the road here. These last few are kind of a pain in the ass. I haven't been so lucky with them. But let's see if we can change that. And well, that's a little better. At least I hit one of them mess back there. Destroyed, so that leaves only 2 of those guys, I think. Get the labels up for a second so I can zoom. Yeah, there they are. And they're moving too, so it's a little harder to hit these guys. Yeah, I completely missed them that time for sure. They've been pelting me pretty good though. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I think I might have just did them in. Nah, that one's still shooting. Ah, I'm not going to do it. Whoa! That's what I'm talking about. Well, I don't see any gunfire. So I think I might have just did them in. So that is the Focke-Wulf 190 D-9 Dora for DCS World. And the air-to-ground roll. Not bad. This thing has bombs too, but I really like these rocket racks, man. It's pretty cool. Very cool stuff. So anyways, there is a campaign. And it's unfortunately the same campaign that you get with the Mustang. It's not the same one, but it's their own version of it. It's called the Challenge Campaign, and basically it's going to walk you through, you know, taxi and start up and taxiing around the runway, take off, landing, you know, and then it'll get into some combat and whatnot. But kind of a snooze fest if you ask me. And one thing I've noticed is, man, getting this thing off the ground sucks. It's not as bad as the Spitfire, but it's got some intricacies with trying to get this thing straight down the runway to get up into the air that I'm not too happy with. The Mustang, out of all three, seems to be the more fun option, I guess, at this point. Alright guys, that is the Focke-Wulf 190 D-9 Dora. Like I was showing you guys earlier, in terms of content, you know, you got more under the default map than you do any of the maps. Other than Persian Gulf, which is really an interesting choice. I thought Normandy would have a lot. Nevada's got next to nothing. Normandy has one more. In terms of missions, you get just 3 missions. That campaign is a challenge campaign. That's it for content, guys. It's pretty sparse. But you know what? So are all the other World War II modules that they have for DCS World. So unfortunately, it's on par with the Spitfire or the Mustang. Actually, the Mustang and this is actually better than the Spitfire in the sense that at least you get the generic challenge campaigns with this and the Mustang. My main gripe about this plane is out of the 3 that I own, the Spitfire is definitely one that I'm never getting off the ground. I just don't have the patience to sit there and fuck with it and figure out that just sick ballet of, you know, rubbing your belly and patting your head to get the thing off the ground, you know, playing with the brake or whatever and the throttle and all that. That's too much for me, man. I wish there was a way you could just disable that part and just take off normally, you know. And this plane has similar bullshit takeoff stuff to deal with. You know what I mean? I was able to do the startup and taxi mission in the challenge campaign, and I attempted to do the the training mission. I'm just not good at listening to these training missions, and sometimes they just don't work right. Their training missions suck, and they always do. The only ones that are any good are the ones done by Baltic Dragon for some of the other modern modules that they have for DCS. But maybe I'll watch a video or jump into a Chuck's guide and see if it can give me any other pointers to get this thing off the ground. But taking off in this thing sucks too, because it just wants to spin and go all over the place. Just a very frustrating experience. So the Mustang is still my favorite DCS module for Warbirds out of the 3 that I own. That aside, I can create missions or play missions that are starting in the air with this thing. I have fun with it. It's definitely fun to fly. It's fun to shoot rockets. It's fun to drop bombs in this thing. Beautiful looking plane. Decent performing plane. So if it is everything you would expect, in terms of a DCS Warbird module. Visuals, graphics, realism, even modeling things that suck in real life, like how to take off in this thing. That's there too. So if you're like me and you just want to, get off work and jump into something and not have to, finesse it to get it off the ground, you're probably better off sticking with the Mustang. This and the Spitfire are 2 of the hardest ones so far out of the 3 that I own. That aside, it is fun. It's a cool plane, and if you look at it the right way and realize that you're not really getting much for content, and you're just buying a plane for $25 when it's on sale, it's not too bad. But again, like I said before, when it comes to IL-2, when IL-2 is on sale, you could buy 2 packages for like 12 something of IL-2 that has 8 planes, a campaign, and a bunch of content. So for 2 times that, which is the price of this on sale, you get 16 planes, couple campaigns, and a bunch of content. So it gets to be a harder pill to swallow, but again, they are up in their game in terms of the World War II realm with DCS, with the Marianas campaign, the upcoming channel, the upcoming P-47, AI stuff like the V1 and the Ju-88 that's supposed to be coming. The future looks bright for World War II and DCS. It really does. It's just you just don't get much when you buy stuff for DCS and World War II, I guess. It's a real hard sell, money-wise. And I only picked this up because I thought, I want to support the guys, and this is the last sale, and it was last day of the sale, and I wanted to get something I didn't have. So there ain't too much left that I don't have at this point, other than the other Focke-Wulf 190, the earlier war version. And the MiG-15 and the MiG-19, and none of those really do much for me either, to be honest. But this is the Focke-Wulf 190 D-9. These are my first impressions, and I'm going to leave it at that. This isn't a review by any means. This is just my first impressions. After I have more time with it, I may feel differently. But that's how I feel at the moment. Give it a shot if it's something that you're into. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button. And until next time.